The Steel City is ready, and Acrisure Stadium here in Pittsburgh. Tonight, a tough AFC North matchup. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go from Pittsburgh. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
Is there a more exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike? I mean, one of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer. And that's really where his game has developed. Defensive coordinators, they don't sleep very much when they know they're facing this guy and all the problems that he presents. Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
He finds his tight end, that's Smythe. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive, and as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
They put Smythe in motion. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. Jackson up top again. He pulls it in around the 5.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They can keep the drive alive if they get to the 4. but facing third down at the moment. To the air one more time with Jackson. And he'll take it on in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Tyler Loop now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Miller now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They'll be let out by their quarterback, the veteran from Oklahoma State. It's Mason Rudolph.
Every team stresses it all week in practice, Mike, as they're building their scripts and they're delivering their team message. You want us.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Marlon Humphrey, usually found in coverage, that time on the blitz, gets there for the sack.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down, sack. Second down, big play attempt. Falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in third and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
Now Rudolph. He finds his man. It's Skoranek. They needed 15, and that's exactly what they got. It is a first down.
Give credit to the protection for handling that blitz, because that's what gave him the time he needed to make the play and keep this drive alive.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. He'll work forward for a couple. That's John Jenkins, the big defensive tackle, swallowing him up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Rudolph. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. That is Trey Hendrickson. Gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
His defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them. Early in this game, that's already 2 sacks allowed.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
doing there? They made sure he would not get free. The Ravens offense ready now for their second drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Give them 14 on that play. One first down.
A gain of 14.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing Jackson. He'll try and set up the screen to Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screenplays to the offensive lineman is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Make him start his rush over again before you slip out. Ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. In motion comes Andrews. 2nd down, Jackson. He'll step up and run this.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
Now Jackson, this a design run. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. He'll get this off to Hill. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. The pass rush gets home and he goes down. Jamel Dean that time off the corner gets in to make the play.
So the key to these 3rd down blitzes, Mike, is you have to be confident that you're going to get home, because if not, you can leave yourself vulnerable on the back end to give up a big play. So fortunately here, the gamble pays off, and they're able to get him down for a sack.
On 4th down, it's hammer time. The Scottish hammer. Jamie Gillen on to kick, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
First and 10. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. He'll take this forward for about 5. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run the draw, and here's Henry. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard, with Deshaun Elliott on the tackle.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
3rd and short, Jackson. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
The design run here with Jackson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. One quarter in the books. It's the Ravens out front. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. Here's 2nd and 9. As we are ready to get back underway. Jackson now on 2nd down. There he goes again. And he will score! Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Ravens move out on top, 14-0. Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. Miller now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Steelers offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
There defensively.
And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throw, it was clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
A run out of the gun with Warren. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
3rd and long. Here's Rudolph. He manages to get the... Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Ravens have come up with the football. Wow, you think you have moved it down the field with a terrific pass and catch. But, gotta finish the play. And on the turnover, the defense takes over.
You work so hard, Mike, to execute the play the way it's designed, and you come up with a huge, explosive play in the pass game, only to then lose it because of poor ball security. And that's exactly what we saw here. Give credit to the defense forcing that ball out, but it's a shame that it came at the end of what was a big offensive play.
A first down throw for Jackson. There's the veteran tight end, Andrews. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll run it with Henry. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Raven first down.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go, and you can see why.
On the option, they give it to Henry. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
Jackson. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. This one could be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
3rd and long. Here's Jackson. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
The Steelers' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And their 2 drives so far not good. Punt, lost fumble. Trying to make amends here on drive number 3. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw is Rudolph. He'll look deep for Pittman. That is hard. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 47 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Once again, it's Warren. Finding room to the 20. And he's in! Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And that's one of the best elements of this run game is just how explosive they can be. And it has felt like they've been on the verge of breaking one a few times here, Mike, and then they finally make it happen here. Catch the end zone, first time today.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Steelers are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Steelers 7.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This returnable for Wallace. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They put Smythe in motion. On play action, here's Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll get this out to the left flat. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They put Smythe in motion. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. 1st down, Baltimore.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Ravens.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive.
Here's Hill. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. They'll run. it's Henry. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
You know, anytime you're talking about an interior defensive lineman, it's always easy to talk about his size and his strength. But what stands out to me, Mike, is his ability to move his feet, turn those hips, get penetration in the backfield, and take the running back down for a loss.
He'll try and run for this with Henry. And he will have the Ravens first down. It's a gain of 6 on 3rd and 2.
Well, there's been nobody better in the last decade or so, Mike, in these exact situations than Derrick Henry. I mean, good luck as a defender trying to bring this guy down one-on-one. He knows exactly what he needs to pick up the first down and just runs right at you.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Great job there by the defensive lineman. You can see, Mike, why he is one of the best interior players in the entire league, using his strength and his speed to get through into the backfield, take the running back down for a loss.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Back to throw, Jackson. He finds his tight end, that's Smythe. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
So he isn't able to move the chains, but I think this is still a great example to just point out that certain guys on the field earn the trust of their quarterback. And he wasn't even necessarily open, Mike, but he's still, hey, it's 3rd down. Give one of my best players an opportunity to go up and compete for the ball. And he's going to continue to get more of these 50-50 opportunities when he keeps coming down with it.
Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. Miller now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Steelers offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
You know, I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. 32 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Now Rudolph. This throw right side pulled in by Pittman. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. And at the very least, got to come away with some points.
Throwing, Rudolph. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And back, a thing of beauty. He's in. Jaylen Warren. Touchdown, Steelers. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. Boswell now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Steelers are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This returnable for Wallace. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Whoa! He'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3. Here's 2nd and 6. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now. Throw, left side, caught by Andrews. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Final play of the half. Jackson. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. Miller now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. We'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, if you're going to run the ball in the middle of this defensive line, you better block the big man in the middle, Mike. What a great job, not only defeating his blocks, but being able to penetrate enough to take the ball carrier down for a loss. That is a great play by the big man inside.
To throw is Rudolph. To the sideline, and what a catch And what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
They'll try to sneak it here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Steelers, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So, from the 36, it is first and 10. They run out of the gun with Warren. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
It is second and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. Good running there. Getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for us Steelers. First down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs. That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. They run on the jet sweep. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
Rudolph. Moving outside the pocket. Taking off. He'll try to get there. A first down on the scramble. A gain of 16.
And he just continues to show the ability to extend drives with his legs. It's not something people immediately bring up when they talk about him, Mike, but as we've seen, he's more than capable of making something happen whenever the opportunity presents itself.
He'll run again, and he'll give himself up here, but that's a gain of 5 on first down.
And that was really well defended along the back end, Mike. And with nobody open downfield, he's got no choice but to turn into a runner. They end up rallying to the ball, and they limit to a minimal gain.
Rudolph looking to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. Mike Green gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up third down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's third down. That's caught inside by Pittman on the slant. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. That pass play good for 22. Good for a Steeler first down.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
Here's Rudolph. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Even when it seems like they're putting a nice drive together, Mike, they just can't seem to escape this pass rush. It has been relentless all game long, and they get him here again.
Now on 4th down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers have tied it at 17. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. He takes off.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, and I think that's a really smart decision. You certainly don't want to take a sack in any goal-to-go situation, or even worse, throw a pick. So understanding he still has 2 more shots at the end zone, I really like that decision.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers have tied it at 17.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the 2nd half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. This returnable for Wallace. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. All run play. This is Hill. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And he'll avoid the contact, sliding down, pick up a 6, and it'll be 3rd down. Jackson. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
A gain of 7. First down, Baltimore.
Jackson fires complete to Flowers. And he's close to another first down. He'll step out right at that first down marker.
It's second and inches. Their 48-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Now Lamar going to hang on to it. The defense not biting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And, oh, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain. Third and 9. From the gun, Jackson. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
I remember being around a lot of really good high-level linebackers, and what they used to say, Mike, is we're not going to guard the check down, but we're going to punish the check down, especially if that running back's going to catch the ball with his back facing the defense. They're saying, you might catch it, but we are going to make you pay every single time. And I know he's got a few catches throughout the course of the game, but they're continuing to be physical with him, and they're going to make it more and more challenging.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll run it right here with Warren. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
At the 35-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
From the 35, here's second and 3. Here comes the jet sweep. He'll get this close to the first down marker, taken down just shy at the 38.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of gain.
Steelers getting ready to put this one away as he's on to punt for the second time. Now fair catch is made and it's just inside the 15-yard line. So 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Fourth quarter underway, and here's Henry. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jackson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Andrews. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
A give right up the middle to Henry. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to take this lead.
He'll go again here with Henry. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Now Jackson. He's got his tight end. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
That's powerful running, lowers the shoulder, and picks up 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. He will do it himself. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
On is Loop to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Ravens will go up by 7.
Steelers 17.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Miller now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Steelers offense and Mason Rudolph heading out onto the field. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This one is caught by Skoranek. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Back to throw is Rudolph. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. Wallace now on the return. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
A gain of 30. First down, Ravens.
I love these crossing routes, Mike. Not only do they put so much stress into the deep layers of the defense, but they really allow the wide receivers to run with the ball after the catch. You just saw a great example why, and it led to a huge chunk play.
Whoa. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
A gain of 15.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Here's Hill. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Henry. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down, or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll let this go. towards the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. Miller now to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Rudolph. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And he is out of bounds at the 45. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Throw in, Rudolph. That's complete to Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure's good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
Field goal, a 41-yard attempt.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. This returnable for Wallace. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Ravens offense ready to take over possession of the football. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out, but 1 first down will essentially end the game. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
2nd and 10. Going to go right back to Henry. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll drop to throw. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the defense is going to come up with it. Maybe the break they need here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, my goodness, Mike, what a mistake. Late in the game, you're protecting the lead. That can't happen. You know they're going to be raking at the ball. You know they are desperate to create a turnover. Just somehow he doesn't put the ball away, and this game just got a lot more interesting.
The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
Warren. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Really nice job here defensively, not only to get the penetration and to clog those run lanes, but they're able to take him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Here's a big one. This 3rd down. To throw is Rudolph. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
He'll step up and run this.
That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
It is 2nd down and 5. Rudolph looking to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. Inside the 40. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Baltimore. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
Luke now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's Rudolph. He finds his man. It's Skoranek. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.